Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it means the absolute world to me. So, thank you so very much. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. One more. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. Fantastic. So we are crowned here with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is reverse. So the Seven of Cups reverse comes forward as a sense of I have my dreams, I have what it is that I desire, but I'm pushing them away. And I've had them on the shelf, I'm keeping them pretty, or I don't get to deserve to have what it is that I deeply long for. So do be mindful about this coming through because we are going to see during this time like a bit of unrest, like a bit of frustration coming forward because we have a dream that needs to be a part of our heart, that needs to be part of our life, that needs to be part of ourself. Now that dream could be we had it when we were little and it made us like, actors walking the red carpet or, something absolutely fantastical that we think, well, that'll never be me. But the dream was put in the vocabulary that you had at the time. You wanted to be seen, you wanted to be powerful in this art, in this form, in this expression. And so letting ourselves have the grace to embrace that, whether it be, going and being part of our local theater or, or writing or, painting or whatever it is, looking at that dream or working on cars, looking at that dream and saying, well, there's power here. And I'm bringing that power forward. It brings us then, and then, we bring it forward and it gets all the sticky fingers of the world on it. And it's not always the easiest thing, but it is a beautiful thing. Now we have the fear card coming forward with the moon. So deceptions and fear can come forward as well. But the moon is also Pisces energy. And there's a need here to balance the emotions and to see ourselves moving forward towards what it is we deeply love, we deeply want, and we deeply desire within our lives. And there's a sense of the quietness of the moon guiding us in a very powerful way towards our dreams and towards a bit of our destiny during this time. So it's lovely. It's saying, okay, yes, there are the fears. And the fears come as we take the dreams from being on the shelf or from thinking, oh, that's just absurd, to starting to bring them into the light of day. And we'll fumble over them. We have to give ourselves the grace of being a beginner or, doing something that means so much to us that we're scared of it and face those fears and let ourselves move us forward. It brings us then to the Six of Wands, celebration, success, bounty, abundance. Hold your head up high. Go after what it is that you want. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because we have the devil reversed. So this devil energy, this is also Capricorn energy. So if you have Pisces in your chart, if you have Capricorn in your chart, just be mindful. Pisces comes through very powerfully. Capricorn comes through not as powerful, not as prosperously. So do be mindful about that. This part of our personality can really try to trip us up and say, hey, listen, you're never going to be as good as you want to be. And that's going to be one of the things that we're battling during this time, Aries. You're never going to be as good as you want to be. And that is a bold face lie. With the devil coming into play, all right, with the devil being reversed, we're releasing a lot of our addictions, a lot of our doubts, a lot of our fears, a lot of the things that have held us back. And our addictions can be the main ones that you think of that you can go to meetings for, or it can be the addiction of self-doubt, the addiction of self-criticism, the addiction of procrastination. So just be mindful about this during this time. It doesn't have to look one certain way. And with the 10 of Wands, we carry a heavy burden. We have been carrying what we want and what we love so long on our backs. We have been looking at things and feeling overwhelmed, feeling unseen, feeling feeling weighed down. This is going to be a time, Aries, where you embrace that brilliant Aries energy, that brilliant energy of confidence and determination. And you say, people have to carry their own loads. I cannot do everything. And that is going to be a very important thing with the 10 of Wands. Carry the load that you have and only the load that you have. Stop stop picking up for everybody else. With the 10 of Wands as well, it is putting down the burdens that we are carrying. It's embracing our throat chakra, which is going to be super important. So just know that you can have a bit of a sore throat. You can have, you know, you can have allergies that are affecting your throat. Just be mindful of your voice being affected and needing to put down the burdens that only have you looking at the dirt on your shoes, and start looking up at the sky. Start looking up at the expanse of what you can do instead of what you can't do or what you have to do. So knowing that is going to be important. It's interesting that the Horned One and the High Priestess are both reversed. There is a sense the Horned One is the devil in the Llewellyn Tarot deck. The High Priestess is the veil lifting from our eyes. We don't want the veil to lift from our eyes. We want to see things a very certain way. We want things to be a very certain way. And we're going to see here during this time that we're kind of fighting and we're fighting an awakening. We're kind of fighting coming into ourselves, seeing what the universe needs our soul to see at this time, and looking at things very differently than we have. The Queen of Swords is reversed. Now, this is air sign energy: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Note, air feeds fire. Okay. So you can have somebody in your life. They don't have to be an air sign energy. It can be in their chart, or it can be that this is just a person that is biting, is cutting, is is a bit cruel. Okay. And just be mindful about that. Again, they do not have to be an air sign energy. This is going to be somebody who has a way with words, has a way of twisting words, has a way of, making you feel small, even if you accomplish something very, very big. Now, this can also be ourselves during this time. We can have a way of twisting things so that we feel like we're never achieving enough. We're never moving forward the way that we want to. And we can feed the fires of I'm never going to get there and the fires of our own anger. So just be mindful about this. Now, what's interesting here is that we're combating the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords with the Page of Swords. And the Queen and the Page of Swords, a queen is more powerful than a page. A page is learning and growing and running messages and, all this stuff. And a queen has the power, but power can corrupt. And the Page of Swords hasn't been corrupted. We're still learning. We need to listen to our inner child. We need to connect with our inner self. We need to say, what is it that I'm here to learn? Right now, for these 15 days, what is it that I'm here to learn? And see how that moves us forward. See what that brings forward in our lives for ourselves. This is also going to be a time where we get a lot of messages from spirit. It's around communication. It's around ideas. It is around the voice, letters, whatever it is, emails. So just be aware of this during this time. This is also air sign energy: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. But this is embracing the power of our voice. This is saying, I'm going to be a student. And it's not an unwilling student. When the page is reversed, it's like, I'm an unwilling student. Here, it's no, I'm willing to learn. I want to learn. I want to see more. I want to understand more. I want to dive deeper into things. So you have this beautiful curiosity of a child who's always asking why. He's like, well, why is the sky blue? And why is the grass green? And why do trees lose their leaves? And just asks why and why and why. And we can feel that there are insatiable questions within us. So just embrace that during this time. Embrace understanding the whys, because you're going to find that it releases the burden. It has you say, well, why am I afraid to go deeper? What is it that I'm addicted to? Why won't I celebrate myself? Or what is keeping me from celebrating me? What am I afraid of? And what are my dreams? And look at that and let those questions kind of tumble forward. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, hit the bell notification to be notified when a person is chosen at random for putting a flower in the comment box below. I did that completely backwards. And a person will be chosen at random. The video will be going up on Sunday, so hit the bell notification so you can be notified when the winner is announced. So let's see here. We have spiritual. So this is going to be a time where, and I said that as a question, spiritual, moving forward in our spiritual understanding, but it can also be like spiritual, what's going on here? We're fighting the spiritual. We're fighting the way that we want to move forward, what we desire for ourselves. We're fighting, the chains that have put on us. And yet Spirit is saying here, embrace the spiritual. It doesn't have to be embrace the orthodoxy. The spiritual can be the way a tree grows. So, it can be the wind. Embracing the spiritual, embracing the fact that our spirit needs feeding, needs healing, needs connecting. That is going to be very important. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Now we have two. We have family at the root of us. This is the root chakra. And we have angels and masters in the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. We are deeply connected and deeply protected by our angels and by our spirit guides. With family, whatever family we create for ourselves, whatever we look at and say, this is family, we need to connect. We need to connect with that anchor. We need to connect with that love. And we need that to move us forward. So we have a very strong soul star chakra coming through and a very strong root chakra coming through. Now, the energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the lady. So this is the Empress in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Interesting that we are represented by the Emperor in the major arcana, and the lady, the Empress, comes through. So here, be mindful. We could be overlooking, not overlooking, we can be tested by somebody who is a soulmate to us. Okay, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but this is somebody that our soul calls to this person. So just be mindful about this. We can also be creatively blocked during this time and think, well, me embracing my creativity has to look this certain way. It has to be just like this. And Spirit is saying here, stop caring what everybody else thinks. Stop caring the way that it's supposed to be. Let it be the way that is right for you. And this is going to lead to the dreams coming forward, to embracing what it is that you want in your life, to moving forward in your passion and your fire and your beauty, because you're bringing back the color into your world. It's kind of like, when things get tough and the world kind of seeps into a sepia, gray undertone to it, like our memories become a little dull, like the colors aren't bright and vibrant. It's time to have the colors be bright and vibrant. We know our fears. We do. We are well aware of our fears during this time. But we are also going to be well aware that we're not going to be held back by our fears. It's time to celebrate. It's time to say, I'm worth it. I hold my head up high. I am proud of who I am. I might have miles to go. Yes. But I stand within me, for me, with power and with grace. With the devil reversed, we are releasing so much hurt, so much pain, so much disappointment, so many different ways that we thought I could be dragged down. And it is going to be very important for us right now to say, this is what I need in my life. This is who I am. And this is how I'm rising. With the 10 of Wands, we have carried so much. We have to make sure that we only carry our burdens. It doesn't mean we don't help our loved ones. It doesn't mean that we become cold and uncaring. It means that we are in charge of our life. Others have to be in charge of theirs. The choices that they make, move them forward. So just be aware of this. We also need to lighten our load, not just within taking on extra burdens from others, but also with the sense of I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. We have the typical Aries sense of if I just push me hard enough, I will achieve magnitudes. And that can be the case, yes. Your work ethic, your determination, your focus, your insight, your ability to embrace that warrior, Aries energy is awesome. But sometimes we need to slow it down. Sometimes we can achieve more by being kind to ourselves, showing ourselves some grace, and letting ourselves breathe, because we do need that. We do need that because we carry a very heavy load. The High Priestess is reversed. There's an awakening going on. All right. And so many people are coming up against it during this time. So just be aware of this with the High Priestess reversed, is that we don't want the veil to be lifted from our eyes. We're fighting an awakening that is a powerful part of this time in human history and this time in our own lives. So knowing this, and knowing that we're going to kind of have to open up our third eye chakra, open up our intuition, embrace our empathy, embrace our compassion, our psychic development, our empathy, our highly sensitive person energy, our empathic energy coming forward. We've kind of pushed that down because I cannot be super, in my warrior mode if I'm feeling what everybody else is feeling, right? That doesn't help a warrior. You don't want that. But in our world today, embracing our empathy, not being overpowered by it, because again, that's not going to help us, but embracing our compassion, embracing seeing the talents in people, embracing seeing ourselves. That's going to be important. And as you start to say, you know what, I want that. I'm stepping forward in myself. I'm embracing my sensitivity or my introvertedness, or, however it's manifested in your life, where we're told, oh, you don't want to be too sensitive and you want to be super extrovert and you want to, be the life of the party. No, I'm embracing a calmer, slower life, a calmer, slower way of connecting with the earth, with my insight. You're going to have an energy come, a person, a, bout of self doubt come forward that makes you want to stop, that makes you think, oh no, I can't do this. So just know that during this time here, Aries, there is going to be a darkness put in your path that makes you think, I can't do this. I don't want to walk forward. I don't want to go after what is my soul's calling, what are my dreams. I better just sit quietly, and meekly, and procrastinate and be diverted. Don't do that. Don't. It will be very easy, because this is intrusive thoughts. This is somebody who comes in and is more than happy to point out all your flaws and the way that they can do it better. If they can do it better, I'd like to see them. They can't. Anybody can, run their mouth, right? Anybody can say anything. It's then putting those words into action. So just be mindful about this. Connect with your inner child. You're deeply connected with spirit. You see it here in your chakra energy. You are deeply connected with spirit. You're going to be getting messages. If you're like, oh, I would like the sign of, XYZ, during this time, you get the sign. Don't then say, well, I'd really like it to be this. I'd really like it to be more specific, because that's what we're going to do. Don't do that. Here with the Page of Swords, take in the insight that is coming your way. Take in the messages that are coming to you. Be a student of your voice. Ask questions, dive deeper. You might have to do this on your own time. That is okay. Asking the questions, diving deeper, opening up your heart, saying, what is it that I want? Where is it that I need to be? What is it that I'm looking for? You are going to find answers during this time, and it's going to be astounding. But there are also going to be roadblocks in your way that don't want you to move towards this awakening. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is devoted reversed. We are going to question what we are devoted to, what we're giving all our time and energy to. Have I helped the right people? Am I doing the right thing? Is my devotion leading me forward? So just be aware of this. There's going to be questions that come your way. We have the heart chakra here subconsciously coming forward, and forgiveness. Don't place all the blame on you. Don't. Spirit is saying don't have a long memory, which is an interesting thing to say. We want to remember all the good things, but don't be one of those people that has the checklist of they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I'm going to just do exactly what this person did. Here, forgiveness is going to be a release. It's going to be, you don't get to have any power over me anymore. But it's also forgiving ourselves for having this energy around us and carrying it, for not being, strong enough to change our world when we were little, or even now at times. Sometimes you just feel helpless. And forgiving ourselves for berating ourselves or being angry with ourselves or overwhelmed with ourselves, and saying, no, I move forward in love, which sounds completely inadequate when you're going through really, really, really hard times. But it is a beautiful thing. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the 10 of Pentacles. Be mindful of being envious of others. Be mindful of thinking, oh, well, that person has it figured out and that person has it figured out. And it's only me who's the poor schmuck over here who doesn't know, who doesn't understand. No, everybody's searching. Everybody's diving deeper into things. Everybody's trying to figure it out. But everybody puts on a show like, oh, I have all the answers. People have a lot of questions. So here with the 10 of Pentacles, don't do that to yourself. Also, be very mindful with money and what you value as much as money. Be a little prudent during this time. Be a little, save if you can. Just be a little bit more in save mode. And then it brings us to, it's that's so funny. So we have the 10 of Pentacles here, where we're kind of looking at everybody else and saying, oh my gosh, they have it all. And then we have the 10 of Cups, where we're doubting what truly makes us happy. And we're saying, well, that's lame. Look at what makes other people happy. They're jumping out of planes, they're climbing mountains type of thing. It has to be more, right? It has to be more. It has to be more adventurous. Spirit is saying here, do not be afraid to embrace what you truly love, to embrace what you truly want in your life, to say, this is me, and do so with kindness, with compassion, with understanding, because that will lead you towards your happily ever after. And that will lead you towards your greatest wish and your greatest goal. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.